Right, we are back then with some more Prison Architect. Today we're going to be starting to plan out and build some of our medium security area. There's a big patch of the red stuff there, isn't there? Currently we have got 174 medium security prisoners out of our current capacity of 240. And we've got 4 protective custody out of our capacity of 22. So it's going to be a matter of time before one of these people gets busted up to medium security. So this is important we get this done as soon as possible then. So it looks like, let's just plan this first. It looks like, obviously, our canteen just comes out all the way along here. And the canteen also then comes across. I'm just going to drag this for now just to make it a bit easier. So the canteen comes from there all the way along as well. Okay. So that is that and that. And, of course, it's going to hook up to the walkway around the outside. So let's delete all this planning thing through here. And we'll just put that one back in there. Okay. So that's our 2 canteens sorted. How far does this come out from the wall? So if I don't include the walkway, it comes out 16. So we do the same thing up here. So I'm not going to include the walkway. And I'm going to come out 16 to there. So then that's going to come across here and line up to there, and then all the way across here and line up to there as well. So there we go. So that is going to be what we're going to build as our outside. Of course, we're going to then have our walkways. So let's get those built. Of course, we put a plan in, didn't we, for a sniper tower last time. Because we had a few people trying to make a run for it. So that should hopefully suppress them a little bit, having that tower there. Walkway is also going to come all the way along here as well. Doesn't need to be exactly the same shape as the minsec. However, I feel like it could be. It'd be nice if it was, wouldn't it? It'd be all nice and posh, wouldn't it? And then we're going to have... So that fits in. Doesn't actually. It's going to fit on there, isn't it? Okay. Okay, wow. Someone did manage to get away through there, didn't they? That's actually not going to work then, is it, that sniper tower? Because it's actually going to sit on the edge of that pathway, which I don't really want it to do. So let's delete that. Why can't I delete that? Oh, it's already been built, that's why. Okay. And then that one as well. We'll dismantle that. Okay, well I don't want it to mess up my pathways, do I really? Maybe just have a couple of armed gunmen just patrolling this little area here, which is where they're going to be running through most of the time. As you can see, we've had a few problems with people that are all trying their luck. But yeah, we'll start the game running then. We'll get them working on what they're working on. We'll get them actually building this area now. Why not? It's going to take a while, isn't it, to get that built. But it gives them something to do while we are planning everything else out. So it's going to come all the way along here. And it's going to go all the way up here as well, joining up to the rest of this walkway we've already built previously. And then all the way up to here, joining up as well. Okay. There we go. So we get all that built. And then we can plan out our medium security prison. So medium are going to have just an individual cell. They're not going to be dormitories because they're too risky. Because they do get a lot of trouble. But it's going to be a decent sized block, I feel. So if I did it like this. Now I've done this before. We did 12 before. So this is 12 up here as well, isn't it? So we could do essentially the same layout. So this would be 12 again. Like so. Then 12 again. And then from the bottom it would be 12, 12, and 12. Then there'd be a 2 wide pathway there and there. And then there would be a building in the middle which was 10. Yeah, okay. So that inside these cell blocks would have obviously a cell, which is one short. There we go, like that. And another one up there. Okay, so do I want to do it this way, then have maybe a little shower room in the middle? That could possibly work. So if I did it like this, so the door's always on that side. Just trying to plan this first cell block out, and then obviously moving forward we'll just copy and paste again. There's the wonder of this. There'll be a gate on either side. Of course, so the idea is to have a cell block like this. Then in the middle of the cell block would have the showers. And they've all got their own toilets in their cells anyway. And sort of a little shower room in the middle then we'll have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So need to do 2 more on this side. We fit a fair old wedge of medium security prisoners in here then, can't we, really? Which would be pretty nice. That's 6 as well, so we're going to go 7. Nope, we're going to go 7. As we have another load of prisoners incoming within an hour. Another 50 minimum security guys to add to our current ones, which is, I'm going to say, only going to be a matter of time then before we do get somebody who's going to get busted up to medium security. So what we got now then, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can't fit 2 more in, can I? I can fit 2 more in, but I can't fit like another 2 more in, can I? Because that would be no, because that's going to leave that gap then, isn't it? Okay, we'll have to leave it like that then, or no, like that. So that's going to be 36 per block then. Then this in the middle can be a little shower area. Yeah, that could work. We're still having more and more narcotics issues, aren't we? Food-wise, is everyone fed? No. 30% of people are fed, but we do have another hour. Everyone's in the everyone's not in the canteen. I don't know why. Sometimes people just don't go in the canteen. I mean, there's food available, is there? Yeah, there's enough food for the demand. We've got enough meals out ready. We just need other people to eat. Which they are doing. There's a demand for 25 more meals, but they've got literally 15 minutes to eat it, so... There's a guy there just running around topless. So 22 people just haven't eaten. That's not my fault. And that's the end of dinner time now. Oh well, they had their time, didn't they? Now they've got a bit of free time. One thing I have got is from a mod, actually. It's a vending machine. And I don't know whether that will actually feed the prisoners outside of the normal hours. So I'm just going to throw one in all the cell blocks and see if they'll just start using it. And maybe that will feed themselves. So if any of them do miss dinner, it won't cause a massive, massive issue. Like so, okay. And now we've got into work/free time. So these guys are working in the workshop. We've got some in the actual shop itself. Wow, look how packed this shop is. Wow. Some in the library, hopefully. We've got quite a few in the laundry room. Got an autosave as well. So hopefully everyone's going to go away and do what it is they do. We've got some reform programs starting as well, haven't we? Down here. So we should have... Yep, we've got some education classes starting. We've got a guy doing this. We've got what potentially I think is supposed to be a session with the doctor for pharmacological treatments. So we've got another, with the people that came in today, we've got another couple of protective custody. We need some more guards, I think, because we are greatly overworked at this point in time. So let's get ourselves up to, let's go 100 guards, because we're going to need some more pretty soon anyway, aren't we? So let's get 100 guards, keep everyone occupied. There we go. We're going to want armed guards soon, I think, as well. So these guys are building all of that. So again, that's going to have a nice sort of area around here for us. So we are actually going to end up with the same shape as over the road, aren't we? On the minimum security side. So again, if we go planning-wise, we're going to have... so what are you? You are a 34 by 63. So we're going to have a 34 by 63 here. Oh god, I zoomed in too far. 34 by 63. Like so. Then we're going to have, obviously the pathway is going to continue along here. And along here. And along here. You're not 12, are you? Oh, you were 12 as well, weren't you? Oh, okay. So 12 by 63. 12 by 63. So what, they can probably have a... Maybe we could have just like a little... That could be for our solitary area. I just won't have a walkway around it. It doesn't match up with the other side then, does it? That's the problem. Okay, we'll do that and we'll just have it as a utilities cupboard. Get some water and some power set up in there. So I'm literally just copy and pasting the other side now, aren't I? Which is be fine, it will look cool. It will look nice and uniform. So again, we're going to end up with a wall or a building here. We're going to end up with a building here. We're going to have a building here. We're going to end up with our solitary in this building and this building. And then we're going to have some common rooms with some offices in there and there. Okay. So that is our medium security area built up. Ready to go. So now we just have to sit and wait now for the guys to get all this built up. So that's pretty good. Let's see how things are going down here. Pretty well. I mean, do we just sort of... Maybe we start planning on this side now as well. Because we're going to want to obviously have the same thing. So we're going to want the free wide walkway around the whole thing. So we're going to want to come... So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're going to want to do the same along here. So all the way to the back. Now this is going to be a similar format to the other side, but not exactly the same. Like we currently got. We're going to have max security on one side. We're going to have supermax on the other side. Then at the back where we got protective custody at the moment, on this side we're going to have death row. So why is there Minsec guys over here? We shouldn't be allowing these people out, but probably it's because I own this land. It is classed as part of the prison unless I make this staff only on this side, which I probably can do at this point. 1, 2, 3. And then across here as well and join up here. Okay. So that's the walkway around the outside. Then we want to have... Okay. So that's one edge of the building. And then this is the other edge of the building. Okay. Like that. Okay, so this then comes back, including that 19 blocks. So, including that, it's 19 blocks. Then all the way along here as well. And down, okay. Then we're going to have this. And we're going to have this. Now, I don't know if we need any more offices on this side. Because if I do put them in, they're just going to end up getting used up straight away by other people, aren't they? That's the annoying thing. But maybe we are going to need them, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think we are going to need them. Obviously, this is going to be our little airlock area. Like we've got in there. So we'll build some offices anyway. Whether we actually use them or not, it's a different story, I suppose. We might just put the stuff in them and then just leave them as not actually assigned as an office. So they look right, but not any different, if that makes sense. Right, so then we want to come from this wall out 16. So from this wall out 16. And then along here again. And then we want to go... Essentially, we're going to want the pathway all the way through here. So this is going to be the reception area for that side. This is the reception area for that side. And then that's it then, really, isn't it? And then the pathway is going to go all the way at the back. Like so. I'm aware that this looks like I'm drawing a very weird penis. Like that. Okay. And then we know from the back here... Oh, where are we? There we go. So from the back we want, from the building, we want to come out 100. And then from the pathway it was 40, wasn't it? Yeah, 40 then. Okay, so 41. So it's 100 from the back and then 41 out. So 100 from the back brings us to here. Like so. Then we want to come 41 out this way. Brings us to here. And then 41 from here brings us to here. Okay, so this would be death row at the back. Which again is probably quite big for death rows because I've never got to death row on this game, so this is a brand new concept for me. And then of course we're going to want this building to continue all the way up here, more or less. Well, essentially it's just, it's not all the way out, is it? It is... So 8 in from the end. So it's there, the building comes up. And that building run all the way along the back, does it? It does, all the way along until you reach the top. Okay. So that is this side to here. And then again we want to come 8 in from the end, which is there, and then all the way up the back there. Okay. Well, that is this side sort of loosely planned. Of course, we want to sort out our Maxsec area next. And again, I think we'll probably end up with roughly the same... I don't know if we're going to... Maxsec is not going to need all this stuff down here. It'll have the walkway and it'll have... Maybe it'll be completely different. Maybe it'll have the walkway, it'll have... Maybe canteen, and maybe another canteen along here. Maybe we'll have just a lot of little canteens with some other bits and bobs dotted around. Might be the best way of doing it. But at least that's all planned out now, ready to go. They've actually got this done a lot quicker than I expected them to as well, actually. So just to speed the process, I mean, we're not going to actually use a door here, but maybe we can just put a door here and that might unlock the whole area. I think. But they've actually got that built a hell of a lot quicker than I expected. So we now have 191 MinSec prisoners and 7 protective custody. We've got 49 coming in tomorrow, which will take us up to the 240. There we go. So we are actually going to max out our capacity once again in MinSec, which is nice. We still haven't had anyone upgraded to medium, which is very useful at this point in time, but we're going to have the space hopefully ready soon as that gets all built up. Then of course you want to run a brick wall all the way along to here. And up to here as well. And then along here as well is going to be a brick wall, isn't it? And then we want some large jail doors. God, my chair's squeaky. So we're going to put some large jail doors along here. That's going to help the guards, or the workmen get out of the building, because you know what they're like. We're also going to throw some more in where the exits are, aren't we? But that'll be fine for now. Okay, so now that's been built. The canteen seems to be able to actually sort this many people out. My worry is going to be when I add an extra double the amount on. I mean, when I do this, obviously we'll open this canteen as well, which is actually a bigger canteen, so that might be able to take more people, actually. So is that... What side's that? That's that side done now. So that is also going to have a brick wall built in all the way along here, and that other one's being done now as well by the sounds of it. So we'll get that built, of course, with a staff door in there, and another one right down the... Oh god, I zoomed in far too far then. And we'll have another one. How far does that go? That doesn't go... Does that go all the way to the end of the building, that one? It does, okay. Okay, that's fine. So this one can go all the way to the end of the building as well. So the brick wall will come across here. And then we'll have another staff door here. And the brick wall can go along here. Actually, that's wrong, isn't it? I don't want it there. I want it there. Okay. And then we can demolish these walls here. Okay. Okie doke. I'll tell you what, while we can actually get this built up then, can't we? While they're sorting all that out, well, we're sorting all this out, we can get this big building built now. Because we might as well get some cells set up ready to go, just in case one does get promoted before we're ready. And at least now we can copy and paste a lot of this building over here into this one, which is going to be lovely. I mean, I'd love to copy and paste all this as well, but this is all back to front. I mean, we are going to copy and paste it visually, if that makes sense, but we're going to have to flip it. So first of all, we need to get the cells sorted, and the canteen is the main thing, I suppose, isn't it? So the canteen wall is going to go... Right, so it's 9, the kitchen is. Inside, so... Oh god, I've zoomed in too far again. So we're going to have 9 across here, and then the 10th is going to be the actual wall. The kitchen wall, like that. Okay, so we'll get that wall built in brick. Along here, and then of course we are going to have a door in there as well, just for people to come in and out of. Right. So we're also going to want a large jail door on there, and then another one on here. Okay. Okay. So we're getting stuff sorted now. And we can also now build a large brick wall across here, and hope that nobody gets themselves locked in, which is a distinct possibility because these people are very, very stupid. We have another issue with narcotics. We have 10 protective custody now. As we've had a few more people come in today, haven't we? Yeah. So 10 protected custody. Let's get ourselves a large jail door fitted on there, because then I can actually assign people to work in this area outside. So they can... I can actually... What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in patrols, so someone is always... So I've always got a guard patrolling here. Here even. I'm going to assign a guard to that. And then another one here. So always assign a guard to walk across here. And that way that person can be opening and shutting the gates all the time. That's the main idea anyway. Right, so they're working away in this now, beavering away. They're actually going to build this block up first by the looks of it. We've still got a good sort of 8-9 minutes left of this video. So hopefully by the end of it we can get some of this planned out, ready to go. So... should we just copy and paste all of this over? That's probably going to be a good way of doing it. I mean, we could do the whole thing, can't we? I mean, can I clone... Right, so clone. If I clone, can I clone this whole... I bloody well can as well. Okay, well, could clone all of that. But it's going to clone the doors. I don't want to clone the doors, do I? So let's clone it from there, because I don't want to clone the doors. Because they're going to be in a different place, aren't they? But that should work. So I can clone all of that. It's going to be back to front compared to the other room, but it doesn't matter, does it really? And then that goes like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to... Oh my god, what the hell's happening here? Nothing good, I should imagine. And then we're going to clone all of... I don't know, this. And that's going to go on the end of there. Like... so... boom. And then we'll just clone the last bit. This is why I love the clone tool. It's so bloody useful, isn't it? I can't remember where I cloned from. Oh, I hope that's right. I hope that's right. You know what? I think it is, you know. No, I don't think it is. I think I've got one extra that I don't need. So I think I should be from maybe here. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Boom. The only thing that I need is I need another cooker. It's missed one of the cookers. Okay, so it's missed one of the cookers, which is going to go in here. It also doesn't copy and paste the utilities, which is the power station, which is going to power the actual room itself. Like that. We're going to try and catch this door and lock it open. Okay, perfection. Ah, I've messed up down here though, haven't I? I've messed up down here. I've gone one... Okay, delete all of that, please. I was going so well. I mean, it still saved us a lot of time, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I've messed it up. We're going to be dismantling these objects, please, as well, that I've messed up. Yeah, all of this, please, gets dismantled. Hang on a minute, I deleted that wall. Why is it still building it? Oh, God. Okay, demolish these walls as well, please, that you just built. And dismantle those last couple of objects. I can't dismantle them because they haven't been built yet. Okay. Oh, God, what happened there? Oh. We do have someone who is dead. Due to narcotics. Okay, we've had a lot of people today, actually, that are dropping like flies. Okay, that's not ideal, is it? But we want to get this canteen up and running before we take anybody in. You need to be... Well, I can cancel you, can't I? Boom, there we go. Okay, so now I can copy and paste just this end bit here then, I suppose. So if we do quick build, clone, and then just clone this end bit here. And we'll just park it up against the wall then. That way we should be fine. Like that. Okie doke. Then we want to have utilities again in here. We need to have a power station and a water pump. And then we want to have some capacitors around the whole thing. And then again with a couple of staff doors, we're going to put a staff door in here as well so they can get around the back. And we'll just throw a couple more staff doors in just randomly just to help them out should they need to. I don't think they're going to ever come through these sort of ways. They'll just come through the ones at the end, wouldn't they, really? But I've also... Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose, doesn't it? I've also done that. Okay, so let's delete that as well. And then we want to go to utilities and go electrical cables. So, of course, you are going to run all of the kitchen items. So you're going to come down here, go along here, and then go along here. Like so, and then along here. I feel like somebody has just been upgraded. No. So one prisoner is unable to be allocated a cell. Why? And why are you in here? Why are you here? Well, how... Okay, well, a prisoner's managed to get himself locked inside this room. He must have been cleaning in here while we were fitting everything, which is always useful. So we're going to go utilities... And we want to run power then across here. And then along here as well. So we can power this room here. Get some nice lights going. And then the canteen for this area. Should they be sorted actually? More or less. We need to do the water as well, don't we? Sorry. So we need to do water. So we want water down this way. And we want water down this way. With a small pipe across. And then these facilities are sorted then, and then another small pipe across as well against here. Which I can't do because the shower's being fitted still. Okay, how are we looking like now then, time-wise? We've got another couple of minutes left yet. We're getting this finished off. We can start to get a couple of cells built up as well. So I want to, if I'm smart enough, which I'm not, I want to get a couple of cells. Let's build these two middle ones, I think, first. Because they'll be the easiest ones to copy and paste. Okay, so I want to build... Well, first of all, I want to put a brick wall across here. And then I want to go up and across and down. And then the same up here as well. Then we can just copy and paste the whole thing across, which would be absolutely lovely. Like that. And then, of course, down and down as well. Objects, we want to run some shower heads across the middle of this room like that. And then again, some more shower heads across the middle of the room like that. And then we want some drains across here. And across here. Then that's going to be the shower room sorted for these, for this block. We want a bed, 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 bed. And then we'll put the toilet. I'll tell you what, if I'm actually smart about this, which I'm not normally, but if I'm smart about this, I can do the beds here, and then we'll put the toilets here. That way that I can just run one small pipe then across that will get the showers as well. Okay, there we go. Okie doke. We also want to run, of course, this building here, because that way I can then put the utilities in there as well to power these rooms. And again, I'll put a couple of doors in the end. And you know what? I think we're getting pretty close now to being able to actually look at doing some medium security as well. We're not going to rush it this time because I made a right mess of it last time, but we're going to need to. Who's the one person who's unable to be allocated a cell? Was it the person who's stuck down here? It is, yeah. Can somebody fit this door as a priority? Please fit that door as a priority, please. Pretty please. The bell's on. We're also going to want to put a small jail door on you, not you, and you. And can somebody please do this door? Nope, evidently not. Go on, somebody do this door. Or at least demolish this wall. Lucarus is going to die. He transported some illegal aliens. They were like real aliens. What? How bad are you? I think you're really bad, aren't you? It doesn't show you their needs on their actual thing anymore, does it? You've got to hover over them, but I'm assuming his needs are pretty damn bad. Yeah, he needs everything. He's just locked in this area, isn't he? We need to get this door sorted as soon as we can. But we're starting to get some power in this now, which is nice. We need to find out the middle of this block as well, don't we? Which we did before, but it's... I think it was 31, wasn't it? I think it was 31, wasn't it? So is that 30? That's 32. I don't think this is the same length as the other side, you know. I don't think this is the same length as the other side. I noticed that. I think the canteen's a different size. 63. Yeah, this is two bigger. Doesn't matter, does it really? 63, so that means we want 31 either side. Or maybe it's not bigger then. So 31, which means you're the middle. Which means that you're 31 as well, are you? Yes, okay, so that's the middle block. Which is where we're going to build, obviously, our power and everything. Got another 33 MinSec prisoners on their way into our prison right now. We're actually making a massive profit in this prison, aren't we, actually? A huge profit in this prison. Of course, we are running with unlimited money anyway, so it's not exactly a major issue, but it is nice to be running with such a high profit. We need to run power, which is already got, okay. So when that's hooked up, it'll be good. This building should be ready any second. We've got the power sorted in there. Chambers, who's got some scary blue hair. Gary Icepick Chambers, in for transferring obscene material to minors. Well done, mate. What have you been caught doing? Destruction, escape attempt, and attack staff. Yeah. It's going to be a matter of time before someone gets busted up to medium, isn't it? So we might as well get this done and dusted. This building's just been built. It has indeed. So we're going to get the power in there. So we're going to get a capacitor there. And we're going to get a water pump here. And then we're going to get the capacitors around the water, the power station. And then, of course, we're going to get the door, or the wall, sorry. How did I give him a space on that side, or did I just go straight down? I did give it a space. Oh, didn't realise I did that. Okay, so we're going to give it a space either side, and then come straight down like so, and then we're going to run a staff door here and here, just so they can get around it if they need to. So there we go. We are almost ready to take in some medium security prisoners. We just need to run, I'll tell you what, I'll run this power now and we can get it laid while we're off camera. So I'm just going to run this power through all of these areas. Should I run it through? Let's just run it through here as well. Just gets it done for the future then, doesn't it? I don't know if it'll, I'm sure it'll stay. If they put the foundations on, the power will stay there, I think. And then we want to do the water as well, don't we? So we'll get all that fitted. And we're looking pretty good then, actually, with medium security. Again, we just want water, We need to do, obviously, all the amenities for this. We've got the cell, we've got a canteen, we've got everything set up. But we haven't got stuff like visitation and parole rooms. But we'll have a look at that next time. We'll get a lot of that copied across. And then we can look at taking some people. And we've actually been quite calm so far. I think the prison's actually working quite nicely. There doesn't seem to be any major issues, which is nice. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the long run, I suppose. We get those small pipes laid as well. And that should give us power and water to the cell block. Right then, so I will leave things there. I will come back to you tomorrow with some more Prison Architect. And I will also allow them to fit all this pipe work and that before I come back to you, I think, as well. Have I managed to delete these? No, they just haven't been fitted yet. Okay. So I'll come back to you tomorrow when all this is done as well. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.